Donald Trump's base, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of lunatics, what about Rudy Giuliani? Yeah, good old Rudy is now saying AOC should be tried for treason because she called for Trump to be impeached over this Iran attack. By the way, Donald Trump did not get the approval of Congress. Many would say that it is unconstitutional. But yes, that's right. Rudy is now going after none other than a woman of color, not a shock, going after AOC. Listen to this.
I find what the Democrats are doing, they want an impeachment. They should be tried for treason. American military personnel are right now in harm's way coming back from that strike.
Mayor
They're in harm's way all over the Middle East, and they're condemning the president.
Right, you're referring to
taking action against the country that wants to annihilate us.
Right,
how much justification do you need for this? They've wanted to annihilate us for 40 years.
Right, Congressman, you're referring to Congresswoman AOC, who's now calling for President Trump's impeachment. People seem to forget.
There you go. AOC is the one that should be tried for treason. You sick son of a bitch. You belong in jail. I mean, these people are just out there, just bat you-know-what crazy. And I would say Tim Scott, nobody wears the Donald Trump knee pads better than Tim Scott, even though Donald Trump didn't hire him for a job in his own administration. Tim Scott kissing the ass of Donald Trump, brown-nosing Trump on Fox News. Listen to the way some of these Trump sycophants react and respond to Donald Trump. Tim Scott is one of the worst of them all. Have a listen to him.
1,000%. The president has all the authority he needs. Let us stop here and say, thank you, Mr. President, for the flawless decision to carry out a very important strike. What President Trump just did was save American lives, protect American interests, and stand with America's friends and allies in the region. He always has the authority, the constitutional authority, to take care of business for the American people. For those folks in either body who believes differently, it's just hogwash. Let's stand with our president, stand with our country, and let's do the right thing. Let's not make this a Republican or Democrat issue. This is an American issue carried out by the President of the United States on behalf of the American people. This is a great day in America, a truly great day.
Great day in America for us to get involved in another ill-advised war. It's a great day in America to bomb Iran, and now Iran is attempting to bomb some of our own U.S. sites in other parts of the world. It's a great day for America because we're supposed to believe the Israeli government. Was it a great day in America when we went to war with Iraq and we were told that there were weapons of mass destruction? This is the Iraq War 2.0, in my personal opinion. There's a reason why in the last 30 years, no American president has done this, because there was no credible evidence to show that Iran was furthering their nuclear capabilities. And it's why Tulsi Gabbard said that under oath. And then there's Joni Ernst, just like J.D. Vance, saying that this is not a war. Wait, hold on a second. We're bombing their facilities. If they decided to bomb us in the United States of America, would we not call it war? That's what we've done to them. Joni Ernst, a complete moron, and this is what she had to say on Fox News.
They do not want to see a war. This is not a war. This was a strike on a threat to the United States of America. I would say as well, this is retribution, Harris, for the thousands of American lives that have been taken by Iran through direct strikes from Iran, as well as their terrorist proxies. And I was saying last week as well, we lost 43 Americans on October 7th. Not a peep out of the Biden administration. 8 Americans were held hostage by Hamas in the Gaza Strip, and yet President Biden chose not to do a darn thing about it. Well, we have a president who is going to stand up for Americans now. We will be much more safe and secure because of the actions over this past weekend.
Right. Look, you talk about Biden and his inaction. If he even knew what was going on, we can't verify that. But let's go back.
By that, what a bunch of idiots on Fox News with absolutely no credibility. By the way, there is no evidence to prove that Iran is a threat right now to the United States of America. Zero evidence to back that up. Just like there was zero credible evidence to back up the fact that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. But these idiots like Joni Ernst, like Tim Scott, and like J.D. Vance. Again, Ernst says this is not a war. Then what is it? If they decided to attack us and bomb some of our facilities, would we not call it a war? That's right. J.D. Vance saying with Welker on Meet the Press that somehow we are not at war and this is not a war with Iran.
Question, Mr. Vice President, is the United States now at war with Iran?
No, Kristen, we're not at war with Iran. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program. And let me just say, Kristen, that we're incredibly grateful and proud of the American Air Force pilots who did an incredible job last night.
We're not at war. Our vice president of the United States might be, by the way, the dumbest comment that any vice president has ever made while in office. J.D. Vance just said, our vice president, we're not at war. What if somebody bombed our facilities? Would we not be at war with them? But somehow we bomb their facilities and we're not at war. And then today we learned that they are bombing some of our facilities overseas. But yet we're led to believe that we're not at war. It's exactly, it's like saying the earth isn't round. It makes absolutely no sense. That's our vice president looking like the clown that he is. Now, we know that J.D. Vance did not want this to happen. We know that Marco Rubio did not want this to happen behind closed doors. We know that Pete Hegseth did not want this to happen, according to this report. We know that most of those in the MAGA base that are elected officials did not want us to get involved either. But as soon as Donald Trump decides to pull the trigger, then they back him 100%, right or wrong. It's the entire Republican Party today that has been hijacked by Donald Trump and his psychopath cultists.